Oh, shut up. That's the set. I fear all of us Dungeons and Dragons nerds are in trouble. Hey friends, it's UrsulasRevenge and happy Wednesday update day. My voice is not awake yet. I am so tired. So I'm sorry if I sound a little weird, but today's update we have the exciting, anticipated continuation of the Marchenghast storyline, and we will get there, but there is also a lot more stuff to talk about in the update this morning, so we're going to go through everything else, and then I will end with the story quest this way. For those of you who don't want to see me play through it and want to experience it for yourself, you can click off the video right at that point, or you can skip to the next timestamp. For the record, all of the timestamps are in the description, so if you ever need to skip around, they're always there in every video, unless I forget to put them, in which case you can just let me know. Starting with something that's not technically new. So as I mentioned in last week's video, with the new player synchronization update or fixed screen delay, that update actually went live a week earlier than anticipated, so they didn't have time to correct the news post and put that information in last week's news, so it is in this week's news, the week that it was supposed to come out. So again, what this means is that you will now be seeing players jump over obstacles in the correct timing. They will no longer be phasing through them. This also means that the timing spacing between you and other people in champions and group races and stuff like that will be closer. Still not 100% perfect because of just general player latency, which means, like, you know, your internet's connection to the game, but it is still much better than it used to be. So before, when we used to have about a 1.5 second gap between what you saw and what other people were doing, now it's kind of down to about a 0.5 second or less. Something that I didn't mention last week is that this is based on distance. So the closer you are to a character, the more frequently they will update on your screen, and the further away you are from a character, the longer it will take for them to update. Now, I don't know what that actual distance is, and I kind of have a theory, like specifically relating to dressage, that the overhead camera, the further away a character is, the more laggy they're going to look, but I haven't been able to fully test that yet, and I don't know if it was just lag on my side, if it was just my internet, but I am noticing that the overhead camera is a little bit more choppy now than it used to be. I'm assuming that's because the players are technically further away, but I also don't know if it's just an internet latency issue. So I guess more to observe there. But either way, despite there still being a little bit of delay, the gap is still way smaller than before, and this is a big step towards better character synchronization. If you want to learn more about that and want to actually see the before and afters, I went into detail with this last week, so definitely go check out last week's update video. With the return of Marchenghast, we also have a lot of stuff to talk about in the shops. Starting with the main Marchenghast clothing shop, Fashion and Finery, the Team Noble set is now in the shop. These were the items that you were able to get via code for the social media challenge that they put out in the first batch of Marchenghast. If you didn't get those items from code, they are all now available in the shop. I just can't show them because I already own them. We only got the outfit for free, but now that outfit has matching tack in the shop as well. Oh, this is interesting. I was coming to look at the shops, but it gave me a cutscene. The Marchenghast Handbook offers practical guidance on the major gameplay features available in the Marchenghast area. There are 2 copies of it, one in the castle and one in the Veiled Hamlet. Both contain the same information. In addition, this handbook also includes some lore tidbits about the items, beasts, and concepts of Marchenghast. Oh, that's cute. Let's take a look real quick. This is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. This is a beautiful way to do an FAQ. The magic lance. Oh, the illustrations are gorgeous. Wow. This is so pretty. Lantern trees, lantern saplings. These are all things related to, I guess not necessarily plants, but like the flora of Marchenghast Forest. And then you also have the fauna. Oh my god, look at the little Mahr illustration. Oh, this is so cute. You've got the Nikes and the Waldfingren. Very cute. Oh my god, I love that. Anyways, back on to what I was saying. Over at the Witch Necessity shop in the Veiled Hamlet, you will also find the Team Witch's outfit and that new matching tack as well. And, surprise, surprise, these items are also available in Global Shop. Word of warning though, the clothing items are not with the tack items because they were released before the tack items, so you'll have to scroll down a little bit to find them. This is the full Team Witches set, and this is the full Team Nobles set. There's also another new set in the shop called the Hyla set. This is what that one looks like, because yes, it is also available in Global Shop. And that's because we have a brand new Nottsoren. And this one is based off of a Cecropia moth. Yeah, so honestly, I am low-key obsessed with these. I love Cecropia moths. I don't know if it's Cecropia moth or Cecropia moth. Either way, this is how it's spelled. This is what they look like. And I love the Ardennes and especially the moth variants. This one's coat is stunning. You're so pretty. Okay, yeah, I need it. So I have a name picked out for this horse. Unfortunately, it is a name that I've already named another horse. However, it's perfect for this horse. And that's Nightshade. Now you might be wondering, Arya, what horse do you have that's already called Nightshade? It's this one, because I'm an idiot and I thought that Nightshade was a mushroom when I named this horse, and I realized now that it's a poisonous flower. So, okay, so for other clarifications, my first Lunamoth horse was named Foxglove, my first Nottsoren was named Hyacinth, and now this one is going to be Nightshade. And we're just going to ignore that my mushroom horse is also called Nightshade. I want to change that one's name, but I don't want to spend the star coins to do it. That one's name is now Toadstool, because that's not an option I could have done anyway. Teehee. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to send you to stable for now, because this one already has an outfit and also needs to be trained. And now, if you are also fearing for your star coins today, there's still more to fear. Because over at the Beast Bonds, there's some new Mahr Pets. Oh my god, I love them. Unfortunately, I'm going to probably have to collect them all at some point. Oh no, they're so cute. This one is Edel. This one is Styx. This one's kind of inspired by a death head moth. This one is Augie. And this one is Hyla. Oh, I'm gonna need to get at least you. And probably you. Oh, they're cuties. Oh, they're so cute. Uh-oh. This is a problem. Oh, you're cute. God dang it, I'm not gonna need them all. Alright, that'll be a collection. That'll be something I slowly collect when I feel like I want a new Mahr pet in my life. Okay, and one last thing you can spend your money on today. Over at the hair salon, if you go to the hairdresser, there are now some new braid styles, and these ones were highly anticipated for a while. People were really looking forward to these. But as I am sure some other people have missed, these came out with Marchenghast because they're actually Abigail's braids. And they come in 10 natural hair colors. Oh, and unnatural ones. I forgot that there are 2 dyed options. Now, the last thing to talk about before we get into the new story quest is there is a new Trailblazer track. Now, before I even get into the Trailblazer track, I do have to inform you that there is very little change to this Trailblazer track from last Trailblazer track. Despite our feedback, and they did listen to the feedback and they did implement one change, the system is still largely in place where after 12 activities, you don't get any more points. And still from last time, no extra points for gaining any gatherables, including flowers, gardening, light, or recyclables. That said, the one major change this time around I do think will benefit some players. And that is that there are set days now for bonus points, and they will be happening every week from Friday 9 a.m. server time to Monday 9 a.m. server time. So that means for every activity you do, you will get an extra 30 points per activity. So that is an extra 360 points a day you'll be able to get on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and if you time it properly, Monday too. However, I fully recognize that the people who benefit from the bonus points are probably not going to be logging in before 9 a.m. server time on Monday. For that, at least, I have a very niche bit of advice that is not going to work for everybody. It's really only going to work for like 1 or 2 sections of the United States, but because it is based on server time, you can technically switch to a server that is in a time zone that is past yours. So for example, I'm on the East Coast, so when it's 9 a.m. server time on my server, Trailblazer Track bonus points will be gone, but 9 a.m. for me is 7 a.m. PST, so I could just quickly hop on Nightstar. Wait, just kidding, it's 6 a.m. If I needed an extra 3 hours to get some extra bonus points, I could switch servers to a West Coast server to give myself more time. Now, that's not going to work if you're already on the West Coast because you can't switch to an earlier server. So, unfortunately, this is not a one-size-fits-all solution, but if you do need a few extra hours, you may be able to switch servers and still get some bonus points depending on where you live. So to give you your total bonus points, most people, if you do Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you will get 1,080 extra points every week. And if you're a little extra and wake up early to get the last bit of bonus points on Monday, you'll get a total of 1,440 extra points a week. Again, the whole thing with the Trailblazer track is it just rewards people who log in and play regularly. Does it suck that we can't get the extra points for light and gardening? Yes. But ultimately, it seems like their goal was to get consecutive login days or to have people log in more frequently versus having people complete it as quickly as possible and then logging out until the next Trailblazer. So with all of that said, let's actually go check out these rewards. I'm going to shut off my shaders now so I don't accidentally get flashbanged like last time. To access the Trailblazer track menu, you're going to press the bottom on the bottom right of your screen. I believe on mobile, it is at the top next to the rest of your icons. It looks like a little compass rose. Or if you are on the computer, you can press 2 on your keyboard. Ooh, that color is stunning. Hold on. We need to put the music on for this one. Gorgeous, gorgeous. It's the same music as every time, but I just love this music so much. It's so relaxing. And like I said at the beginning of this video, I fear us D&D players are cooked because look at the level markers. They're D20s, and this is why I said this, because there are D20 details on this tack. But we are going to go through one at a time. Those are ears? We're going to go through these items one at a time, and I'm going to show you what every reward is. So first we have Jolly Hoof Treats. You feed these to your horse to get them maximum happiness, no matter how sad or depressed they were. This will fully take care of your horse without needing stable care for a day, and then they'll progressively worsen over time, again like normal. The next one is the Questfarer leg decorations. I should say this whole set is called the Questfarer set. We're getting an Iberian saddle, a 7-day stable care coupon, ears. We're getting the pants. We are once again getting 10 Happy Hoof Treats. These are similar to the Jolly Hoof Treats, except that these count for 1 day of stable care per every use. However, I have had one count for 2 before, and multiple times I've been able to repeat this. I'm not sure exactly why. I don't know if I have stable care active or if sometimes it counts for like 1.5. I'm not sure, but instead of rapid fire feeding them 6 at a time, pause between each one to see if it gave you 1 or 2 bars. The Questfarer bridle, I want to get closer and look at this one because I see a D20 detail and I want to see it better. A free appearance change coupon, Questfarer gloves that have this really neat dragon detail on them. Another stable care coupon, Questfarer boots, large jar of wisdom. This gives you a big experience boost, but you can only use this on your horse. These smaller ones you can use around your friends. So like if you huddle together and somebody uses one, it'll give experience to the people around you too. The saddle pad, travel dust, which basically it acts as a free trailer ride from anywhere. You can craft these ones specifically. You can't craft the large jars of wisdom, but you can craft the smaller ones, I should have said. Oh, same thing with the Happy Hoof Treats. You can craft these ones, but you cannot craft the Jolly Hoof Treats, the 3 heart one that fully maximizes your horse. We're getting another set of 10 happy hoof treats, another stable care coupon, the Quest Fair top, which I am obsessed with. There's a little moth brooch here. I need it. Shiny gemstone. Is this the first shiny gemstone? Yeah, unfortunately, it's taking us until 0.19 to get one shiny gemstone. This was one of the things that I wish that they improved upon from last time. Previously, we got, I think, up to 3 shiny gemstones. For this being level 19, they could have just given us 3 shiny gemstones in this slot, and I think I would have felt better about the whole thing. Because, like, you can obviously get multiples. If we can get 10 happy hoof treats, why can't we get 3 shiny gemstones here? Another large jar of wisdom, the horseshoes of the master blacksmith. These are one of the best horseshoes you can get in the game, and it is awesome that we get some for free every single Trailblazer. These stats match the same as your own handmade horseshoes that are a quest item, and you can also buy more of these with Conrad. But I've got a collection of these since I also take the horseshoes off of my horses, so I've got a surplus now. Another 7-day stable care coupon. The Quest Fair saddlebag. A second Jolly Hoof treat has hit the Trailblazer track? What? We only ever get one of these. Oh, that's good. I'm happy with that. I'm happy that we get a second one because I save these for like emergencies. So I'm really glad to have that. And then finally, the last item on the Trailblazer track is the Quest Fair headpiece. Let's count how many stable care coupons. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're getting 4 total, so that's about a month's worth of stable care, which I think is about how much we usually get. This honestly is a really good Trailblazer track for the items. I will be completing this because I've completed every other one so far. So, and plus I need this set. This set's really cute. I like it. I like it a lot. I mentioned this a little bit earlier, but let's actually go into detail about how the Trailblazer track is completed. Again, you get points for doing different activities. These activities are things like doing races that are not repeatable. They have to be the yellow quests, like you're doing it for the first time, or the blue daily versions, not the purple ones. At this point, I feel like they should just allow the purple ones. These are also your regular daily quests of the same color, so same yellow quest or blue quests. Each of those will give you 1 activity per. So this includes doing stable care at the different home stables. It includes doing championships. It includes finding your satchels or doing any of the runestone puzzles in Valedale, including following wisps in Valedale. The system is designed to reward players for playing the game, so if you do the things that the game provides you to do, you will get points. Now, the points are based off of how many activities you do a day. For your first 1 to 4 activities, you're going to get 120 points per activity. Your next 5 to 8 activities will get you 80 points per activity. Your next 9 to 12 activities will give you 60 points per activity, and anything beyond that, you get nothing. That said, during bonus trail point days, again, these will happen every weekend from Friday 9 a.m. server time to Monday 9 a.m. server time. You will get an extra 30 points per every single activity you do. Again, up to 12. There is one final way to earn points, and that is to use this Claim Daily Points button at the top of your main page. To do this, you will get 450 points every single day. So don't forget to claim those bonus points because that's a big chunk. If you do your 12 tasks every day, plus you claim your daily points to get your extra 450 points, you'll get a total of 1,490 points a day. And if you do this for 16 days, you will unlock everything in the Trailblazer track. 16 days excluding bonus point days, because I don't know if you're going to log in during the weekend. It is worth saying that calculation excludes bonus point days, so you can be done even faster if you also participate in bonus point days. Okay, so that was the bulk of the update, and I've been recording for 50 minutes already, and we still have a whole quest to get to. Now, if you want to avoid spoilers for the story and you want to experience it for yourself, this is where I leave you. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another video like this. I do try to cover every Wednesday update and more, but if you do want to see me play through the story or you want the story to be read to you, stick around because we're going to be playing through all that is available in today's update. Now, as a reminder, to access this next part of the story quest, you have to have done everything up until this point. So that means you will be locked at level 4 before you can continue. You can either start this quest with Marguerite or Abigail, but since I'm in the Witch's Hamlet, I'm going to start with Abigail. Ah, Arya, it's been a while. Let's talk. That meeting at Truth's hut was doomed to fail. Clearly, Marguerite's still clinging to their old beliefs, and even if she's really sincere, she'll never stand up to the Duke. But I don't blame you and Illwoodrish for trying. I can see you're trying to improve things around here. The rest of the coven was furious that I even talked to the enemy without consulting them. I thought they were going to banish me. I wouldn't be the first one. But the sisters have all seen your hard work. You keep showing up, you care for the beast, and you assist on our rituals. They can't deny that. To be honest, you give me a lot to think about. About our hatred for the castle folk, the wars, and everything else. I don't know what to believe anymore. But it is what it is. Either way, we still need your help. All of us are working hard to study the blight, and we're getting tired. I guess I'm just trying to say thank you, Arya. That you've continued to make yourself useful around here, it means a lot to me. We know you're sincere and dependable, Arya. From the beginning, you chose to trust and understand us. So it's only fair we give you something in return. All the sisters have agreed to tell you the truth about the veil. Hoo-hoo-hoo. I know you have a lot of questions. Who's to blame for the blight? Who started the war? What is the veil? In short, what went so horribly wrong here? Unfortunately, I don't have all of the answers, but I can explain about the veil. You'll get why it matters. I'm honored you trust me, Abigail. Don't get ahead of yourself, but you're not my enemy. I know that much. You've seen and felt the veil before. It was the first time you came to Marchenghast from Jorvik. Guess you had a strange feeling when you went through it? Wait, you should see it with your own eyes. Meet me at the drawbridge just outside of the castle. Wait, you can... Can she just teleport to anywhere in Jorvik at will? Oh, it must be that weird bubble near the drawbridge, but Luciana didn't seem aware of it. Oh shoot, Luciana! She's been so curious about Marchenghast for ages, and I haven't even talked to her since Cape West. Once things have calmed down here, I'll gotta tell her everything I've learned. I don't really want to... Well, I guess I really don't want to run there. But I'm going to be running there anyway. I'm just going to go to Marchenghast. Marguerite has a quest for... Wait, is Marguerite's quest different? Well, whatever. I started with Abigail. There you are. I don't want to stick around too long, so I won't beat around the bush. The veil is an extremely powerful spell, and it was us, the witches of the Saltus Coven, who cast it. Too powerful, even. It forms a sort of magical barrier around the whole Marchenghast lands and separates us from the rest of Jorvik. We're all inside the veil for now, the castle folk, the whole forest, every living being in it. Simply put, the spell strongly slows down the passage of time for these lands. In fact, time has almost stopped for us, and I think it's been a while. So you're going to ask, why on earth did the Saltus sisters do such a thing? What was our goal? When the blight appeared out of nowhere, it very quickly infected plants, animals, and people. It was spreading like wildfire. We didn't know what to do. It was awful to see those beasts suffering. We had to do something to protect them. Anything. Oh. So we combined all the energy we had and cast our veil magic in a desperate attempt to erase the blight. And we failed. The only thing we did was slow it down, and it came at a huge cost for us. Since then, we've done our best to care for the beasts. A whole area almost frozen in time. I guess it must be hard to believe. We're in the early 21st century of Jorvik. What year is it for you? Wait, what about the nobles? Does Marguerite know? I knew it. Since something was off. I'm going to say 21st century. No idea. We don't use the same calendar as the outside world. Oh, one more thing. We usually cast that spell to hide things in plain sight, like our hamlet, so we think it may have had some ripple effect in Jorvik. Wait, it had a ripple effect in Jorvik? What stuff is hiding in Jorvik that we can't see? I don't know. We're going to find out. But the fact that you were able to hear Illwoodrish's call for help and come here proves one thing. The veil is getting weaker, and that would explain why the blight is growing stronger again. If we don't do anything, soon it'll be too late. But we can't give in to fear, all right? A few of us are preparing for the worst. There's not much else you can do for now, besides keep up the good work. Let's go back to the hamlet. By the way, Arya, since I made you come all the way back here, I guess I should transport you back with me. Unless you'd rather stay here? No, please take me back. Wait, you could have transported me all along? Close your eyes. It can be a little disorienting the first time. Ooh. That's it. Now you know how we ended up in this situation. Yay! Okay, so because we've leveled up with the Saltus witches, we can continue now on the level 5 track. Whatever happens in the future, the blight is still causing immense suffering to the beasts here and now. If you're up for it, there's one more thing you can do to help us. Go to Truth's hut and meet Diana, one of our sisters. A lot of Mahr usually nests there, so that's probably where you'll find her. Diana has a special bond with the Mahr, and they're often the only company she keeps. Sometimes she's gone from the hamlet for days. I'm so happy to see she has such a deep connection with the beasts. After all, that connection is the same reason why the first sisters formed our coven. but the last couple of years have been tough on all of us. And since then, Diana has spent more and more time away, so I'm a little worried about her. Can you go to Truth's hut and make sure she's fine? Also check if she needs any help with the Mahr, please. I smell a new daily. Hi, hello there. My name is Diana. I'm a Greenwing in the Saltis Coven. I've heard good things about you, Arya. The Mahr, aren't they gorgeous? They fly so freely out here, especially because we're away from that poisonous fog. I could listen to them for hours. Sometimes they talk about a time I can barely imagine. What brings you here? Are you also here to visit the Mahr? Oh, can you understand them? Me too. Really? Wonderful. I spent years learning their language, you know. Even when I was a child, that was always my dream. I always see them collect wandering seeds and bring them back to their nests, but lately few of them have been turning up in the nests. I'm worried they might be lost in the forest or worse. You seem to at least understand some of them, Arya, right? Then you can sense why they're so important to the forest and to us. Could you please help me? Race through the forest and find them, and they'll follow your lantern. Ooh, it's a race. Please help find the Mahr and I guess it's not a race. Please help the Mahr find their way back here. We can't let them stay out there. Are you ready? I hope your glimmer lantern will guide the Mahr safely back here. Oh, so it is a race. Oh, good. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of just got lost in the music. Oh, cutesy. Aw, that's cute. And we also get some glimmers in case we ran out. Really cute. You ride with such grace, thank you. I'm forever grateful, and so are the Mahr, it seems. Cool, now we have a daily version. Let's quickly go back to the hamlet and see if there's any other quests before we go talk to Marguerite. I guess I don't even need to do that, because I can just... Yeah, okay, catch up with Marguerite. To the castle. Ah, Arya, a welcome sight as always. Your dedication is not gone unnoticed. One could even say you're building quite a reputation. Funny, Marguerite. More importantly, because they're growing used to seeing beasts around, my people seem to be less afraid of them. Not all of them, though. I never thought I would live to see the day where beasts would walk the castle grounds once more. However, there's still much to do. I had this gnawing feeling ever since meeting with Abigail and what she said about my family's past, the Sixth Hammer and the Blight. Can it be true that the witches did not cause the Blight? If not them, who? Yesterday I finally mustered the courage to voice my doubts with Father. When he heard I had met with the witch, I had never seen him so angry. He said I was being reckless and putting our people in danger. If I disobeyed his orders again, he would have me locked up. Alas, his hatred for the witches and the beast runs deep. Am I fooling myself? Can we even trust the witches? Regardless, these last few days have confirmed what I have suspected for a long time. The witches know far more about the truth than I do, and so does Father. It matters not now. I have come to rely on you very much, Arya. Will you stay by my side as I search for the truth about my family? I cannot help but think that something much darker has been hidden from me. There are shameful chapters in my family's history, and I have started doubting what I was taught. About witches, about beasts, and about what went on within the castle walls themselves before the war. I have spoken to our scholars and read every book I can find in the library to no avail. Therefore, we have no choice but to sneak into my father's personal archives. Yes! Breaking and entering. Crimes in Star Stable. The only place I was not able to access our father's personal archives in the main keep. That's where he keeps his most precious books. When Abigail spoke about the Sixth Hammer, it reminded me of a book I saw once. I think it was called The Hammer of Witches. Perhaps we can find answers in that book. I hate to rely so much on you, but could you please give it a try? Perhaps you can find a way in or convince the guards to let you enter. Books? You got it. I'll be in and out before the Duke notices. Marvelous. I'm counting on you. I hope it'll help us understand this conflict better. I hope you understand why I cannot go myself. I do not think it would be wise of me to enter the archives myself in these circumstances. Opposing my father publicly, I shudder to imagine the consequences. In any case, please be careful. I've snuck past GED multiple times. I'm sure I can handle these guys. State your business. I'd like to request access to enter His Highness's archives. There's something I'd like to check in the archives. Okay, I'd like to request access. We are under strict orders from the Highness himself. He has forbidden anyone from entering the archives. Who sent you? Was it Lady Marguerite? Know that a duke is most vexed with her. Please, it's very important. It could prevent another war. Yes, Lady Marguerite sent me, so please let me through. It could help prevent another war, because I'm sure these guys don't want to see war again. Look, the Duke said no exceptions. I know you were just trying to help, but bringing beasts into the castle? That's not right. What if one of them goes rabid again and attacks someone? And if those evil witches want another war, let them come. We're ready to defend our home. Now be gone with you. Did I fail? Alright, that was rude. Yeah, for real. Let's go take a look around the main keep. There's got to be another way in. Secret tunnel? Secret tunnel. No way I can climb that. How about we build an elevator? It would rock these people's world. Yeah, what if I stack 3 ladders and... No, that wouldn't be safe. Telling you. We just gotta take the Dino Valley elevator and push it over here. Huh, there really is no way in at all. This is new. Let's go back to Marguerite and see if she has any ideas. Can we go... Okay, actually, I have 2 ideas. We could go to the... There's like a little like back door entrance in the forest near one of the lantern thingy things. Or there's been like some changes to Aideen's Whisper. There's like a sewer grate over there. We could totally climb in there. No one can enter the archives. Why would Father do that? As I feared, he would not go to such lengths unless there was an important secret he desperately wanted to protect. I wonder if this has to do with the abandoned Bailey. It has been unused for decades, but if that's the case, why can no one enter it? Can we go to the Bailey? This is quite troubling for me. I require some time to reflect upon this. But I know one thing. From now on, I shall listen to my own feelings more and act accordingly. Alright, she got more quests, so she didn't need that much time to think. You and I are doing the right thing, and I am certain of it. And I know we can count on Hans to help us improve the well-being of the beast, now more than ever. Han inspires me to be brave. For years he fought our old prejudices against beasts, and even stood up to his own duke before the war. We have to continue caring for the beasts that need us, day after day, and thanks to your efforts, I hope we will slowly change people's minds. The other day, when Hans brought up a request with me, I answered that he could count on you for help. Could you please have a word with him? He will be in Gertrude's alleyway as usual. To Hans! Oh look, here's the tutorial book for Marchenghast Castle. Hello, Hans! Guten Tag, Arya. Has Lady Marguerite sent you? No, back up out of your face. Oh, level up. Lady Marguerite came to see me the other day. She just wanted to thank me for doing the right thing. But we're not doing nearly enough, Your Highness, I said, and she agreed. It is a relief that people like Lady Marguerite and yourself sharing my views on beasts and speaking up. But what matters is what we do, not what we say. Our treatment of beasts has been nothing short of disgraceful. Thanks to you, Arya, some people are starting to change their minds a little, but it's about time. You know, last night I heard a Waldfengren howl in pain just outside the castle. It was heartbreaking. How can anyone just see them as monsters? They're just magical beasts suffering under the blight, just like us. We are the people of Marchenghast, and it is our duty to help our neighbors. Together, we have to do our best to treat it. Arya, find the beast in the forest and bring it back here. In the meantime, I will ask our veterinarian for some poultice or ointment. Yes, I will go help the big baby. The castle folk are gonna have a hoot with this one. Oh, poor baby. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. We're gonna go. We're going to the castle. You're not gonna pass out, huh, are you? Well, that's good, at least. No, oh, just kidding. You are gonna pass out very quickly, as it turns out. Do not be alarmed, castle folk. It is just a humble Waldfingren who is a little narcoleptic, so just, you know, be mindful. Don't be underneath him. Can you fit through that, buddy? Oh, very narrowly. Okay, good to know that these castle walls were built with Waldfingren in mind. Okay, buddy, we're here. We're here. Okay, you figured it out. Oh, poor baby. Poor baby, don't move. Poor creature, the blight has really taken a toll on it as I feared. Here, Arya, take this salve. According to our veterinarian, it'll clean the wound and soothe the pain. How about you first look for the wound itself? Inspect its tail. That's not it. Your tail seems fine. Its paw? Nothing wrong with your paw. Its shell? I don't see anything wrong with your shell. And its head. Oh, you seems like you're having trouble focusing your eyes. Found it! Treat. Oh, cutesy baby. Oh, you're okay, buddy. Oh my god, you're so cute. Oh, I just want to squish you. You're so cute. Oh, you're so cute. Thank you, Arya. Without you, who knows what would have happened to this poor creature. With the salve I gave you, you'll be able to treat their wounds, and now I know I can count on you. I will return this Waldfingren to the forest for now. Okay, so that is all of our main story quests. Let's go take a look at the board and see how many points we need to unlock the next part. How come I have 200 already with the witches, but I need 450 with the castle? Either way, I do think I can do it if I get the dailies. So I'm going to, as quickly as I possibly can, go do my dailies, and I will see if anything else unlocks. Okay, so I have done my dailies, and as I suspected, I did actually have enough points to unlock the next part of the quest for both the witches and the nobles. Also, side note, the daily version of treating the Waldfingren, it gives you the option to just teleport back to the castle to treat it and then turn in the quest. Thank you, Star Stable, because I didn't want to have to lead this Waldfingren 3 times today. I love them, don't get me wrong, but I woke up at like 4 o'clock in the morning and I am like genuinely so exhausted, and I know I still have to edit this video, and I could not see myself doing that daily every day if I also had to lead the weekly Waldfingren multiple times a day. Yeah, so you get what I mean. Anyways, let's go talk about the last bit of the quests that we've unlocked. This time, since I'm already here, let's just start with Marguerite. Since we could not enter the archives, I resorted to a more direct approach. I confronted Father yesterday and inquired about the abandoned Bailey. His reaction was brutal and alarming. I could barely recognize my own father behind all that rage. It was as if he was a different person. Now, he knows what I'm after, but I care not. You and I shall get into that place today, whether he approves of it or not. Ooh! Exciting! The abandoned Bailey, it's the closed-off area to the east part of the castle. According to historians, it used to be a dungeon in the Middle Ages, but it closed over a century ago. I have managed to obtain a key to the gate, however, it is blocked by petrified blight stronger than I have ever seen. I was unable to break it myself. Stronger blight? I have a bad feeling about this. What about the archive? Yeah, what about the archives? I kind of want to see what's there. The archives will only inform us about the past. I am much more worried about the present. Whatever is in the abandoned Bailey is more important than anything else right now. Come on, let's ride to the gate. I have wasted too much time being afraid. Okay. I'm just gonna speed along. Sorry, Marguerite. Oh, it wasn't this gate? What gate are you trying to go to? I guess I should follow you, but I'm not gonna. Are you sleeping now? Oh my goodness, look at the sleepy baby. That or you're injured again. I can't tell. Wait! What? This gate? That is the gate. As you can see, the petrified blight looks different from the fossils that we've seen before. Would you mind taking a closer look at it? Don't mind if I freaking do. Whoa, that stuff's crazy. This gives me a strange feeling. It almost seems alive. In any case, we absolutely need to get rid of it before it's too late. Yes, kill the blight. Can I just get my little magic Lancy Lance? So you're confirmed what I fear. The blight is growing stronger day after day, even within the castle walls. Arya, it's high time we make your magic lance stronger. Oh, heck yeah. Shouldn't we improve your lance instead? I mean, no. I want a stronger lance. I cannot explain exactly how it can be done, but Ernst is the best blacksmith in all of Marchenghast. I trust him. In my research, I found some old scrolls. Our blacksmith wrote that the mage who shared his secrets with us made sure we could only use a fraction of that Pandoric energy. So they believed they could harness the power of the shards more efficiently by reforging them. Ernst knows what I know, so please speak with him at the forge. I am staying here. I am not going anywhere until I've seen what is behind that gate. Cool! Hello, ill if it isn't Arya. I keep seeing you riding past here helping out. There's not much I appreciate more than a hard worker. Ah, the look on your face. What's the matter? The blight is growing stronger and spreading in the castle. Marguerite needs you to improve my lance. Can we improve my lance without another shard? Let's name drop Marguerite. I would do anything for Lady Marguerite. The other day she showed me an old scroll. It was about improving magic lances without using any shards. No one has tried this for centuries, but we will do our best. Don't worry. I will guide you the whole time. Conrad has prepared me for this. Forge. Anvil. Water. Anvil. Water. Forge. Oh, use the forge again. And again. Well, I mean, yeah, we completely cooled it off in the water. Now we gotta heat it back up again. Water. Water. We did it. Well done. Now let me finish this up for you. Ooh. I wish I could have seen the before and after. I guess I can go look at my videos. Some beautiful work, if I dare say so myself. A pity that we need it because of such desperate times. Ooh, another cutscene. Yay! I love this animation. It's so silly. Oh my gosh. Wait, why can't we get that emote regularly? Oh, that was so cute. A word of advice before you leave. If you ever cross paths with the Duke, never say anything about this magic lance we forged you. The situation is bad enough as it is. If you ask me, Lady Marguerite is our only hope. It'll be hard, but I know she will lead us to brighter days. Run along now, and please don't let anything happen to her. Come on, Rocket, let's return to Marguerite. Time to find out what's in the abandoned Bailey. Impressive work as always. I knew I could count on you and Ernst to make your Pandoric lance stronger. I'm afraid of what we will find on the other side. Whatever Father wanted to keep secret, let us see the truth for ourselves at last. If you manage to rid us of the petrified blight that blocks the passage, it will unlock the gate. First, let's destroy the fragments. And zoom, zoom, zoom to the door. Your turn, Marguerite. Open it. Right, it's time. Are you ready? Yeah, I've been dying to see what's on the other side of this door for ages. Ooh, medieval torture devices. This by Aideen. We must face it. Come on, Arya. Ooh. Now, this may not be an opportune time, but I know that there are... Aha! Found it! Yeah, so, remember when we were doing the star hunting and there were 9 stars? Well, there are 10 now. And this is this 5 or 10? Let's find. This is probably 10 because this one was added after number 5. So, well, bam! Star for my collection. Yay! Now we just need the watchtower to open up so we can get number 5. Because that's where that one is. Past the watchtower. Okay, back to the drama. Cages, spikes, bones, this horrendous stench. I have no words. What exactly happened here? What kind of person could keep beasts in these horrible cages? Someone belonging to my lineage, I'm afraid. All of these beasts were hunted, caged, tortured, killed even. Did those people do this out of hatred or fear, or was it only for sport? Their reasons do not matter when the result is this. Maybe the blight happened because you guys were killing all the animals, and nature intervened. This is barbaric. Father, how could you allow such a thing? Oh. Is that insinuating there was a mama and a baby? That's really awful. I need to cry too, my guy. Mutiny? Mutiny for the throne? Kill the Duke? I appreciate you giving me time to gather my spirits, Arya. I was not prepared for this cruelty. That my ancestors used to hunt and mistreat beasts is a known part of our history. However, that tradition was supposed to have been abandoned a long time ago. But this is recent, and it took place right under our noses. How could I have been so blind? I have had enough, Arya. Enough of my father, of his secrets, of cruel games. I refuse to be a coward like him, hiding away in his keep. What are you gonna do? Yeah, you tell him! Yeah, you tell him. You can count on me. All this time I thought the witches were the only ones to blame, when my family is also guilty of so many sins. It is no wonder the witches wanted revenge. Is this why they started the war? Is this why even the beasts attacked us? I cannot repair all the damage that has been done, however I will do everything in my power to change things, no matter the consequences. Sooner or later, I will have to face him. Thank you for helping me be courageous, Arya. We shall speak again soon. Anyways, let's go back to the Veiled Hamlet and talk to Abigail. Hello, Arya. Nice to see you again. There's something I want to tell you. Look, you have to realize how hard it is for us to rely on outsiders. We've been burned too many times, but you've done so much good here, we all know it. Thank you so much. Know that I trust you, Arya. I trust you with my life. Are you okay with me helping the nobles too? I mean, that is an excellent question. I guess so. I've thought about it a lot, and I understand why you're helping both sides. You're doing what no one else can do. Everything that has happened recently, the war, the blight, all of our lost sisters, it's been really tough, you know. But I was taught to hide how I felt. But you've opened my eyes, Arya. Thanks to you, I see that she was wrong and that we were all wrong. Now I know I'm allowed to have emotions and ask for help, and that doesn't make me weak. On the contrary. So I want to open up with you and tell you about the history of the forest and the castle. You and I are going to a place called the Old Watchtower. Maybe you've already seen it in the forest before and wondered why it's closed off. Well, that watchtower used to belong to us, not the castle folk. There was another hamlet there. It was way before my time, long before the last war and the blight. There were a lot more witches back then. I've always refused to go there. I couldn't handle it, but I think it's time. The more I think about it, the more it feels right to visit the Old Watchtower with you. We both need to see it. I think I need you there with me, Arya. Ooh, we get a hat! I'll ask Gilwoodrich to come with us. They and I have talked about what's there so many times. This means a lot to the Mahr, too. The Old Watchtower is west of here, on the other side of the forest, not far from the castle. You'll see why. We're unlocking both of the areas today? Oh my goodness, we're gonna get all the stars. Whoa! Oh my god, that was epic! That was seamless. That it just kind of like picked up the camera and just like let me keep going. I don't think I could have controlled myself, but like that was so cool. I was not expecting that. Here we are. This is harder than I thought. I'm not ready. When our ancestors were forced to leave this place, they cast a spell to preserve our history and culture. I guess they were hoping to come back here sooner or later. But they never did. No Mahr or human has entered this tower for a very long time, but we are here with you, Abigail. Thank you both. Alright, let's go. The passage is blocked. What do we do? Is this the same veil as the one by the drawbridge? Not really. It looks similar because it's rooted in the same telluric magic, but it's a different spell. Our ancestors sealed this entrance using a password, just one word. It was passed down to my mother, then to me, until today I couldn't bear seeing this place for myself. What once was hidden will now be revealed. Friend. Oh. Oh my god, this is another cute animation. Looking backwards. Abigail, what's wrong? I'm imagining how they must have felt, being driven out of your home just because the enemy wants your kind gone. This was the largest witch hunt ever. The House of Marchenghast was allied with the Sixth Hammer, and they went after us with all their might. But it doesn't matter who started it. Over the course of history, witches have done so many horrible things to them too. This scroll shows how life used to be. There used to be flying dragons? It's incredible that it's been so well preserved after all this time, so the stories you and I know, they're true. According to our legends, a group of people came to Jorvik sometime after the fall of the Roman Empire. They rejected society and settled on this saltus, or forested hill in Latin. They chose to devote their lives to beasts and over time learned how to harness telluric magic. Witches, Mahr, Waldfingren, Nykus, Fendworm, Nottsoren, and many more beasts. They all lived together for centuries. When the House of Marchenghast settled on Jorvik, they built a castle you see today, but all they did was build on what existed before, a sort of sanctuary for witches and beasts. Every stone that you see in the castle's foundation was carefully carved and laid by a sister to stand the test of time. The same rocks were used to build this watchtower and our huts. But in the end, we lost the sanctuary. Let's continue. I want to see the hamlet where my ancestors lived. Nice that this place isn't affected by the blight. I grew up hearing tales about this view. Can you even picture how the forest used to be before the blight? Oh, I guess there is blight. Marchenghast Forest. Witches and beasts had a different name for it, you know. We called it Serene Forest. Serene Forest. It must have been a vibrant and stunning place. Although the watchtower itself was closed, some of my kind have reclaimed this hamlet and built new nests. At least it has become a home again. Iwodrish speaks in a beast tongue with other Mahr. You don't understand what they say, but they seem overjoyed to see each other. Oh, another pause in the drama. I found the last star. So up in the hamlet behind this tree, at about X63, Y52, you could get star number 5. And that is all the Marchenghast stars. I have a video for all of the other star locations if you want to check that out. I feel sad, angry, and relieved all at once. The witches that had to flee this hamlet, they never got to feel the hope I'm feeling now, thanks to you, Arya. But truth be told, we're just as much to blame for this as the nobles. They persecuted us during the witch hunts, but my ancestors stopped at nothing to try and harm them as well. Nothing. The beasts have things to atone for as well. Centuries of aggression and violence, all for nothing. Hey, look at what I just found in the hamlet. This hat is different from yours, Abigail. Take it. Oh, thank you, Iwodrish. It's so beautiful. Imagine this. One of my ancestors wore it. Who knows? Maybe it dates back to the sanctuary. But I think you should get to keep it, Arya. Not me. Where would I be without you? I don't want to know. Please, it'll mean a lot to me if you accept it. See it as a symbol of our friendship. I'm going to need some time on my own after all of this. We'll talk soon, alright? Alright. Oh, bye, Abigail. Yay! Fancy hat. Okay, so now we are locked at level 6. So, ooh, actually, it looks like if you get your reputation of 500 again, you will be able to unlock part 6 and continue the story. However, since I already did all my dailies today, I won't be able to do this until maybe tomorrow or the next day. So, because the last part, parts 7, I'm assuming, and 8, will be available next week. So when I get to this part, I will record it and either upload it as a separate video or add it to next week's video, depending on how long it is. And then we will pick this up next week with probably getting close to the finale if we can't make it all the way through this. It looks like there's a lot of steps, so that will be exciting. And honestly, even like the steps we had today, I've been recording for over 2 hours, so I gotta end this video so I can edit as much as I can before work. You know, I always end these videos with, and that's it, either for this video or for this update. And honestly, this was a lot. It's been a lot lately. It's not that's all, because there's so much. There was so much added today. I wouldn't have recorded for 2 hours if that wasn't a lot. So anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another video like this. I do try to cover every Wednesday update and more. As I already mentioned, next week will be the continuation of the Marchenghast storyline. We'll also be working on our Trailblazer track still. A reminder again, if you need to catch up on your Trailblazer track points, or you just really want to maximize the points that you're getting, make sure to take advantage of bonus points that will be happening every weekend from Friday 9 a.m. server time to Monday 9 a.m. server time. And with that, I will see you all in the next video. Bye!